Good morning, cyber traders. How's everybody doing this lovely Tuesday? Good to see you, Raymond. Good to see you, everybody on YouTube, Facebook. Wow, don't you love that song? That was a really good song. I wanted to keep playing, but we're running a little late, so we'll figure we get started. Hold on. There we go. All right, everybody. Just want to do a quick little audio check. Everyone, just give me hello, so if you can see me, hear me loud and clear. Good, good. Norman, good to see you all. All right, good. By the way, that music sounded great. I'm sorry I was running a little late, but I wanted to play that song a little bit more. Love that song, Sweet Alabama. All right. So anyway, we're getting a little bit of a rally that happened yesterday. We're getting another rally that's happening today. I'll tell you the truth. I was just talking to Josh about it. What's really moving? I mean, what is really moving? I mean, when you really look at the Dow Jones and see what's happening, you're getting somewhat of a bounce, right? We were at 34,000. We're up about 1,200 points. What's really moving? I mean, look at the highs of some of these stocks. I mean, look at brand name stocks. Disney. I mean, Disney was at 210. Where is that 140 drop? It's at 150. Cisco. All right, maybe. Alibaba, the stock got crushed down to 230. Apple, okay, Apple looks like it's a big Dow mover is moving that pretty well. But other than that, I'm not really seeing that much out there. Friday we have inflation report. Oh, Andrea, there we go. Looking forward to that one. But anyway, we'll talk about some of the stocks that are moving this morning. I mean, not from before we do that, let's talk about what's happening yesterday. By the way, if you missed yesterday's class, if for all the students, you could always go back and review the recording. But I spent a very detailed description of how and why these stocks break support and resistance levels by using the ladder effect, how to write it down, how to know where the numbers are. The way I was taught when I first got started, and believe me, a lot hasn't changed that much, that when you trade, you have to look at it where it's like, how can I say it? When you trade, once you know those numbers, where the resistance and support are, you don't need to chart anymore. You don't need to level 2 anymore. The only thing you got to focus on is the level 3 and see if those orders are there. That's pretty much it. But before we do that, let's go out and because we have class today, phase 3, lesson 3 and 4, and I want to get ready to get started. But what we traded yesterday, just want to talk about a couple of stocks. Tiger, okay, TIGR. So anyway, this stock was really cool yesterday. So we talked about this stock yesterday, and it was so unbelievable. This stock had a huge iceberg order, huge. And then we're looking at it and we're waiting. The last 2 minutes, look at it, the last 2 minutes. We watched it from here, and then it ran up to here, and then the last 2 minutes, the thing just ran from 84 up to 88. Now I know that's not a lot. I'm not. Let's not go crazy there. But you know what? Look where it is right now. Look where it is right now, everybody. It went to 608. Did I not tell you it was an overnighter? Did I not tell you that when we traded? Okay, the students in class, that was a huge buy. And by the way, that's going on the watch list. Okay, it's not a big mover so far, but because we traded it yesterday, and because I told you the stock was a $40 stock, it got hit. Look where it is. Christopher's like, yeah, that was a nice swing trade. Listen, do I hold overnights? No. Rarely. Actually, let me take the step back. Rarely. Do I hold them? Once in a blue moon. Now, how often do we have blue moons? Every, couple of months, but I do hold overnight if I really feel that confident looking at it. And we've seen sometimes it does work. As long as you can afford to lose all that money tomorrow, then you have nothing to worry about. But that was a classic, great move. And by the way, if you are a gold and platinum student, I highly recommend go watch the last 15 minutes of TIGR when we traded and see how that worked out. It just basically did exactly what I said it was going to do on the overnighter. So that was awesome. A couple other stocks, SIG, I'm spelling wrong. ISIG, duh. Okay, so that one also, great pop. Stock went from $5 to $15. Then it picked up again. Another really nice move right there. You can see it. There we go. Just bringing it back. And, that stock basically made a move in the middle of the day, got halted a couple of times, but ISIG was also a really nice move yesterday. CPIX, another one that moved really nice. Once again, all middle of the day. So, we trade the first hour and the last hour, but some of these stocks did have some nice pushes, and they did. Some of you guys can only show up in the middle of the day. Maybe you're taking a lunch break. Maybe you're, it's not a full-time job, but yeah, this is, you probably have a full-time job and says, I can only trade a certain time during the day. Obviously that we do have some stocks that do move, and those were some of them. What else we have here? We had the LCID. Now we know that one very, very well. That stock had a nice run from 25 up to 55. Stock took a huge hit, made a little bit of a bounce, came right back, dropped from 38 all the way to 45. Once we know this is also a level 4 stock, pretty volatile. And that pretty much does it. That pretty much does it. But the TIGR was it was a very slow mover, and I just thought it was really cool because we traded in class. It was a lot of fun. All right, so what's moving this morning? So what we got moving in pre-market. So if you've been logged in early this morning and you've been part of the pre-market movers and you're part of Cyber Group, and if you're on YouTube, Facebook Live, if you're watching it, you can always friend us and like us, join us, do a trial. What do you have to lose, right? Get in the trading room. But this was one of the stocks that we found this morning. It moved really nice. Here it is when we called it out. I'm going to put this in there because some of the people in the, just want to post this up there. That was actually the time, was at 7:48. Let me just put that in there. This was that time. You can see it up there on the watch list. But at that price, at 48, was right around here. And you can see how the stock kind of made a nice move right there. Some of you logged in around 7:45, so you got in a little bit earlier, but it was a nice move. That stock's got a nice push. Just remember, we traded the stock before. This stock, if you remember, ran all the way to about $10 and came back down. So there is a fun short squeeze in the stock right here in SYTTA, because there's only other way to explain it why it went up that high and came right back down. JZXN. Another stock that gapped up really big. You could see this one here back in January. It was high all the way up to here. Let me just go back. I can't go back. All right, so the stock was an IPO. It was at $50, got hammered. Looks like it's going up a little bit. Decent volume, nice spread. Maybe, it's starting on an uptrend. I don't know if that has something to do with the Dow, but you know what? I'm going to put it on the watch list. A-Bus, another one that we found early this morning too. That was on the watch list too. That stock kind of like flattened out all of a sudden. We know A-Bus very well. We've traded the stock in the past. We traded a couple of days ago. We traded it back last year in July. Nice, decent move, nice spread, nice tier sizes, great volume. Look, 5.5 million shares already traded. So that one we're going to put on the day trading watch list. STRN, this is the one I found earlier. It's got resistance levels at 6. Stock took a big hit, went down to 3. If it breaks this resistance, it's in uncharted territories, which is great. It looks like it hit it twice already. Looks like we're having a double top. Let's see if we get a triple bottom. If it does it, the stock could break out. But keep an eye on level 4 in the stock. It's got great volume, great iceberg orders. And one of them I'm just going to put last on the list. The TSSS. I don't know. It had a good move this morning early. It had a big pop, not too early, around. You can see it right around here. What is that? What time is that? It made a move right around there in 8:30, which is program trading time. It's kind of holding here. I kind of like it. 26 million shares. I don't like the spread though. I don't like the spread. Look at tier size are very thin, very light. So I'm going to put this in the 3 category. But hopefully we have a good day. I mean, listen, we had a very fun day yesterday in phase 3. I know you guys did pretty well in trading. Let's see how we can go. We got what we got going on here. And remember, a lot of these stocks, if you remember, I talked about this yesterday in class. And for some of you who've been here for a while, a lot of these stocks on our watch list, sometimes they don't move, and all of a sudden stocks are on a B list and a C list, or something that shows up out of nowhere, finally just takes off. So we're always finding and shopping, and that's why we try to train with you guys what to do. It's all about working together like a team. All right, everybody. So let's get ready for class. For some of you going to be joining me. If you're not going to be joining me, don't go anywhere. You got Josh that's in the Cyber Group room, And Rich will be coming back tomorrow. And by the way, today at 11 o'clock, just to let you know, if you didn't get the email, I will be hosting an event with Mad Hedge Fund today. And there's going to probably be about like 7 speakers. I'm going to be going on at 11 o'clock. So if you want to come and join me, you're more than happy to. But great speakers there. Register, sign up. If you want to ask, you can't, obviously you won't be able to watch them all, but if you wanted me to know who my recommendation, who you should and shouldn't, just look what your style of trading are. But they're all pretty great speakers, so enjoy that too today. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Everyone, YouTube, Facebook Live. We'll see you back here at 2:30 for the afternoon meeting.